Ready? Go.
Make it good and sharp and strong.
Make it work. Work it together.
Really concentrate here. Concentrate on the hand heights.
2. There you go. 3.
Get up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Nice and quick. 5. Right here.
Good.
6.
That's it.
7. There you go. 8.
Better.
Right here.
Quicker, Sophia. Quicker. Last 10. Last 10 right here. Last 10.
4.
Drive it.
2. 3.
When you love what you're doing, when you're committed to what you're doing, when you finally get it right and it's absolutely working perfectly, everyone recognizes what's happening and they just don't want to let it go. And as a coach, I so desperately want to see that happen for them.
You have to put the work in. You have to know that all the sweat, all the tears, all you have put in is going to pay off. And at some point, you're just going to have that perfect moment, that flawless moment.
You feel the boat just moving the way it should. It's an incredible feeling.
Give me 2 more here.
The most rewarding experience is making a call and feeling all 8 of them react to it.
2.
Having them listen to you and having them actually follow you and work together is incredible.
It's the ultimate team sport. We're extremely driven. We're willing to put the hours in because it's something we enjoy. That eventually, hopefully, will lead to a victory.
Flawless execution is performing to the best of your abilities at any given time. It allows me to seek improvement every day, and I can see that improvement, and it's really just everything else in life with school and relationships and just everything else. I really can't see the limits of what I'm capable of.
The sound of it is probably my favorite, when you hear everybody's oar click in and drop into the water at the same time. It just, sometimes it gives me goosebumps.
There you go, work that rhythm.
That's when you know you're really chasing perfection, when all the oars lock in at the exact same moment.
It's almost a serenity juxtaposed with the most intense amount of pressure that you could ever imagine.
It's almost like ballet dancing. You look at it and you're like, it's graceful, it's very pretty, but there's so much work and so much effort that goes into it.
Flawless execution is an entire racing season that starts way back in the winter and works its way through with continuous improvement of the team after hours and hours and hours and hours of preparation. If it looks effortless, they're still going to hurt. Oh, but it feels so good afterwards. And then you start looking forward to the next time you can make that happen. That's perfection.
Someone doesn't show up that day for practice, you can't row the correct lineup, you'll have to have someone fill in that isn't used to that lineup. It's just always a little bit off with one person change. If one person slacks off a little, the whole boat kind of feels it. It makes the entire row not as good.
They have to believe that everyone that's within that boat deserves to be there, wants to be there, and is working as hard as they are for the boat as a whole to get to that finish line first.
It's essential to have our equipment up to par. If something's wrong with the boat, there's going to be an off row for us.
We're really fortunate to have a really nice fleet. You have to keep them looking just as good as they did when you took them out.
All the nuts and bolts are constantly getting cleaned. We de-rig and rig it and take everything off and put it back on every time we go for a race.
All of our hulls are carbon fiber with a bunch of metal parts, metal rusts. So we always have to make sure that when we put the boat in the boathouse, we wipe it off to get the river grime off of it.
For our specific boat, we treat it like it's our baby. If anything scratches it, I think all of us have a little heart attack.
And roll.
I constantly have this huge bag of tools, and if we're missing a part, I probably have an extra one, or 2, or 3. We really do take pride in what we have.
Nice.
It is a game of inches. And it's the details in rowing and the details in life that define success or failure.
Good quarters. Boom. High 10 right here. 1, 2, you're at 40. 3, 42. Boom.
What we're asking them to do is very uncomfortable, and it's hard, and it hurts. You're pushing yourself to the limits of what you believe is possible, and your body's telling you, hey, please stop. What I need to get from them is a willingness to keep going. Flawless execution is what we aspire to. We may not ever get there, but the pursuit is what keeps me up at night.
That's it, Tess. Get it in, go, go, go.
It's a game of precision, the blades dropping in the water together, and they're balanced correctly. 8 individuals that have worked as hard as they can and done everything they can form a boat that acts as one. When we compete, it's a race to that finish line. The vast majority of the time, the team that gets there first is the team that makes the fewest mistakes, that executes the best. Success means that we met the goal. Continuous improvement of the team.
Better!
Where they get faster and they improve over the entire season, culminating in some championships, some races that go incredibly well, and how do we move on to the next challenge from here?